Hey guys, it's Wayne with World for Change, and I thought I'd shoot a quick video and take you along with me. It frosted last night. We had a fairly hard frost. It got down to 29 degrees, and it's about 36 degrees midday today. Got my tomatoes wrapped up and tucked in bed nicely, and making sure they're staying warm and not freezing. But I have a basil plant here that I've been working on and I've been picking off of for quite a while, and it bolted on me, but it still was producing leaves, so I left it planted. I've since harvested quite a few of the leaves off of it, and I wanted to take you along with me on, and explain, I guess, what I find to be the easiest way to save basil seed or basil leaves. My tool that I find to be the best tool is a pair of scissors, and I just clip it off at the base. And again, this is if you're not wanting to save your plant. If it's the end of the season and it got really cold last night, so these leaves wilted, and I don't think this plant will come back from it, and even then it's already bolted, so I'm not too worried about it. And so I just use a pair of scissors and start trimming away, and I leave most of the leaf stem on the plant and just trim the leaf off, so there's no hard woody stem that I have to dry. And then I'll take you in, after I get done doing this, I'll take you in and show you how I dry it out in the oven. Now, the reason why I don't like to use my fingers rather than a pair of scissors is because when I'm using my fingers, I end up smashing the leaf, and I'll show you what I mean. So if I pull it off like that, I ended up smashing the leaf and damaging it just a bit, and it doesn't dry out as well in the oven. So I found that keeping the leaf whole before it wraps up, before it shrivels up and folds on itself, is the best time to get these leaves off and let them dry, or to dry them in the oven. Our basil stripped down. This is about half of the leaves that were left on it. I had already pulled off about the other half, and here is basil carnage. So I'm looking forward to getting this dried up and ready to use.
So set your oven to the lowest setting that you have. In my case, it's 170 degrees, and there's really no need to preheat it, because if you're putting something in to dry, you're not putting it in to bake for a certain number of time. We'll set your basil there in the middle tray and let it dry, and it should take anywhere between 10 and 15 to could even take up to 20 minutes. You might pull it out from time to time and check it, make sure that it's all dry. And what you'll notice is that when it's dry, you can pick it up, you can crumble it in your fingers, and there's no little pieces left over that don't crunch. The whole basil leaf will crumble up nicely. Also notice at the top right corner of the tray there in the screen that there's some pieces that I didn't quite get dried all the way, and I just set them off to the side. Now it's time to store it, and I didn't have an extra container to put it in, so for now it's going in a Ziploc bag, and that'll be fine in the cupboard until we have a spice container that empties out and we can put our basil in. If you found this video to be helpful, informative, or otherwise entertaining, don't forget to subscribe, and as always, remember to smile for a stranger today. You'll both be glad you did.